All right, guys. Let me know if you can hear me really quick. I got everything pretty much pulled up here, so let me know if you guys can hear me. I have the screen here on my side, so I don't know if it's gone live yet or not. So it hasn't said anything. So hopefully this started the stream. Okay, I think it's about to start. So I think we're good. All right, yeah, I think we got it now. Let me know if you guys can hear me really quick. All right, there we go. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream with On Point Politics. And today we're going to go over, what's going on right now. We're going to talk about the electoral map. And a lot of people, I'm sure, are going to be hopping over from Twitter to see this. So if you guys did enjoy this or do enjoy this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. And guys, if you are already in here, make sure to hit the like button because it definitely does help out with the algorithm quite a bit. And so please go ahead and do that. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could hit the like button right now. What is up? Your cam is probably glitched. What do you mean? My cam is fine. I mean, hold on. Damn, I just made it even. I made it like. Let's see. All right, there we go. That's a little better. So, from what I understand, Kamala Harris went out. She went to a rally in Savannah, Georgia, or something like that, and I think the interview aired. I haven't seen it yet. I wonder how that went. I'm like genuinely curious to see how that went. So let me go next really quick and see. Oh, CNN cut the feed? What? What do you mean? Are you serious? There's no way it was this bad. Ooh, they actually asked her that? Damn, why have they, when it comes to these interviews, man, they've been like really on top of them. They had to cut the interview off? Are you for real? Oh man, that's bad. So they didn't even air the 18 minutes? Are you serious? How long did they air for? Can you guys in chat tell me how long they were airing it for? That's crazy. What in the world? No. Oh my God. You can't find the photo. Wow. Oh man. I want to see the full interview later. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on there. Was it really that bad? I mean, that wasn't the best answer. I mean, oh my God, they no way they asked him this. Oh no. Oh my God, they actually asked him this on live. They asked Walls about his military service. Oh wow, this is incredible. Whoa. Dude, Dana Bash and Jake Tapper, low key, when it gets to the realness of it, they are not playing around. Oh my God. Oh my. Are you serious? But he just completely ignored the question. Like completely just. Oh wow, dude, this is bad. Oh. Bro, I have to go see that. I have to. Oh man, I have to go see this. Oh, I gotta go see this after. That's bad. That is really bad. Trump doing a live town interview the same time, a pre-recorded, edited interview. Yeah, that's true. Well, don't be quick to trust Dana and Jake. I mean, it's kind of weird. Also, I wasn't playing the full clip. I was just playing like the full interview. I was just, oh, they actually, they actually pressed her on the fracking too. Yo, what is up with them this year? They're like, oh my god, they actually, oh man, do they actually press her for real? Wow, wow, dude, that's bad. Oh man. I'm really curious because this was the problem with them doing this. The problem with them doing this town hall like this is because the reason why this is bad is because literally did not have to they haven't been around at all. Oh my god, there's no way she said that. Dude, she said same old tired playbook. Next question, please. Bruh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Dude, I mean, I told everybody on X earlier today, like, she can mess it up. Like, I'm telling you, I told you. Like, it's not like a secret. Like, I already said it on X. Like, it was a big possibility. Dude, how did she mess this up? Wow. No, you haven't. You said like one thing, lady. What do you mean? Are you kidding me? Wow. I was right. I had a feeling. Oh no, not again. Wow. 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 Jesus Christ, dude. This is this is crazy. What? Is she being serious? Oh my god, dude. What is going on? Dude, why are they actually being fair? Like the interviewer, dude, Dana's actually like she's actually doing her job. What is going on? She's actually doing her job. Oh my whoa. Wow. Dude, she's actually doing her job. She just what? She just started talking about what the hell? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What? Oh my god. This is so, oh god, this is bad. Dude, she already messed up? How? This was your first interview pre-recorded. How did you mess up a pre-recorded interview? Oh man. Dude didn't give one good answer. What? Oh my goodness. Dude, and the Timberwolves asked him one question and he literally ignored it too. Wow. Wow. Jeez, man. This is, dude, this is ridiculous. Wow. Dude, this is not good. And she blaming Donald Trump over the border? Oh no. This is not going to work. There's no, nah, it's over. No, 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 no. She, oh man, I've seen enough. No, it's I've already seen enough. I've seen enough. She's not going to beat him that debate. She no. There's no way. They literally they oh man. They oh, god. Yeah, no. There's no way. Oh, no, it's just like she isn't good at this. She is not good at this at all. Like not even a little bit. What in the world? Oh man. Unbelievable. Robert Little says Rich Barris says Donald Trump will have over 300 electoral votes. Probably, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, more than likely it is going to end up being that way. That's ridiculous. Dude, she messed up a pre recorded interview. How? 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 How did she mess up a pre recorded interview? Oh man, I mean, it's already too late. If she backs out of the debate with Trump, they're gonna kill their momentum. They're gonna kill their momentum. Do you ever worry that pollsters are maybe overestimating Trump? They're not. They're literally not, because I've spent the time creating my own polling averages, and the electorates that I'm projecting are way more red than what the Democrat pollsters have. A lot of pollsters have the Democrats up 5 to 15 points in their samples when the electorate's probably going to be tied. I even think it could be R plus 1 or 2. If things go really sideways for her, it may even be R plus 1 or 2. But you have these samples that have the Democrats ahead by like a crap ton. They're gonna underestimate Trump again. They are. It's just the truth. They're going to underestimate Trump again. And it's very funny because my averages are really similar to what Rich Barris and Robert Barnes have for the election. Like very similar, to the point where it's like it's just like, I don't understand. And I think right now Harris did kind of gain some momentum to the point where she probably was gonna end up, winning Washington, Oregon, a lot of these states by state. Like, it was going to be close, but once I started realizing that the polls are going to understate Donald Trump again and how bad the party ID samples were, the RCP aggregate is going to be wrong by 3 points. It is. It's going to be wrong. And 538 is going to be even worse because they have Harris ahead by, I think, like by 3 points. And I have Trump up by 2.4. They were off by 4 points in 2020, by the way, in their popular vote average. They were off by 4 points. So them being off by 5 and change isn't that unrealistic. I'm just going to bring it to you, to be honest. It really isn't that unrealistic. And we've had polling out of New York that has the race all under 15 points for Kamala Harris. Illinois, I mean, if she's struggling to get over a 15-point margin in New York, I can't see her getting 15 points over in Illinois, neither in Colorado, Oregon, or Washington. I just can't see it happen. And Florida, maybe they're in the higher margin ranges. Like maybe Florida's 13, 14. Texas is like 11, 12 for Donald Trump. Georgia and North Carolina, I mean, with the way things are looking right now, I mean, my polling averages have Trump winning those states by over 5 points. He's up in those states by a little bit over 5 right now. So it's like, and he's up in the national average by 2. And so if he's up by 2 in the national average, he's going to win. If he actually wins the popular vote by 2, he's going to win Georgia. He's going to win North Carolina. He's going to win Arizona. He'd probably win Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, because they're all voting to the right of the nation. And if Donald Trump is making certain demographic gains with, younger millennial voters, and this non-college group really turns out, it's going to shift these states really hard to the right again. And it's just, if Donald Trump's winning the popular vote, he can't lose the election because all of these states vote to the right of the nation by a few points. And if he's winning it by 2 and he's gaining with Hispanics and African Americans, it's very possible that Georgia and Arizona and Nevada actually trend to the right this cycle. Like, you may see Arizona and Georgia actually revert back if Donald Trump is really performing that well. I mean, Quinnipiac had Harris up 1 in the last poll, and Trump was doing 20% with African American voters in that poll, which is like insane to me that he's polling at 20%. He's polling at 20%. That's crazy. That's insane. That is crazy. So again, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. That, like, now, no wonder why they didn't let her go out, because she was really messing that up, like big time. Like, it's bad. It's not good. It would be fun. It'd be kind of funny if, like, it would be funny if she gets COVID like right before the debate. That would be funny if that happened. Like, yeah. No. They definitely, the 100% for sure. It's just, man, this is not good for them at all. I'll let you know when to panic camp. Trust me. I am interested if you can identify the silent Trump voters voted in 2016, 2020. Where was that? The blue wall states? Who is it? Well, the problem with that hypothesis is that may not even be real. Like the secret Trump voter may not even be like an actual thing. That may be a excuse for why they didn't poll voters right back in 2016 and 2020, because right now they really didn't underestimate. I mean, they're going to underestimate him again. But when you look at the polling, it shows that more people are actually comfortable to share that Harris is their voter. But the samples are still so Democrat skewed that I almost kind of have a hard time picturing that to be the case. I kind of have a hard time picturing that the polls are not going to underestimate him again. So that's the thing. Somebody said she's down by 5. I don't think she's down by 5 in the popular vote. I mean, if she's down by 5, then it's a wrap. It's going to probably be just as bad as what Biden was doing, to be honest. It could be close to that. Now, Biden was getting ready to lose New York and New Jersey. Like, he was on a bad path. Like, in retrospect, Trump should have never said, I'll debate anytime, any place. He should have never said that. Because if he hadn't said that, he wouldn't have to have been forced to accept the debate. He wouldn't have been forced to accept it. And if he would have kind of kept to himself about the debates, he could have dragged the Democrats out to the nomination and had them nominate Biden. And Biden would have had that disastrous debate performance. And they would have haven't been able to do anything at all. They literally haven't been able to do anything. And yes, Alan Lichtman is coming out with his election prediction very soon. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't pay attention to him. Even if he has it, Trump winning, I don't really care what he says, because he's being very disingenuous about the keys this year. No primary contest because Harris happened to get all the delegates. Well, they just threw out the incumbent president who got 14 million votes and had to step down because he couldn't win. Not because he was old, not because of the good of the country. That's not why he stepped down. He stepped down because he couldn't win. And so the candidate who got in has 0 votes. So, yeah, of course she had no primary contest. They freaking installed her in. Like, really? Like, they installed her in. I physically, at this point, cannot see Trump losing the election right now. He's up in my averages in Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. And in my average in Texas, he's actually up by more than 15 points. He's up by 21 in that average, which may be overestimating him there. But I'm not even weighing for the same electorate, actually. I'm not even weighing for a writer electorate there. I'm actually weighing for the same electorate as 2020. So there you have that. And if she's struggling in New York to get over 15 points, she's definitely not going to get 15 points in Rhode Island, Delaware, New Jersey, or Connecticut. And that kind of opens up these states. Minnesota, it's funny enough, Minnesota is actually the bluest state in all my polling averages. She's actually up in Minnesota by, I believe it's like 4.8%. So she's actually almost leading that average by 5, which is pretty interesting. So it seems like the state may actually be moving to the left this cycle. It's very possible it does. I think in Michigan and Pennsylvania, Trump's up by a little bit. I think he's up by 1.2 in Michigan, and in Pennsylvania, he's up by around 2.7%. So the lead in Michigan did actually go down for Trump by about 0.2%. So if she gets better polling data, that average could fall within a point, which would be interesting. And we look at my averages in New Mexico and Virginia, and we have very limited data out of those states. But based out of all the data we have, and when you adjust for party ID, there are razor-thin races there. And with how good Trump is doing in the Sun Belt and all the other states, I'm not surprised that New Mexico is that close. And with how good Trump is doing in the Northeast and in the Rust Belt, I'm not surprised that Virginia is that close either. My average actually has Trump up in New Hampshire. He's up by 2.1%. Funny enough, in my average, he's actually leading the New Hampshire one more than the Michigan one. And that's with me making the electorate half of the Republican lead of what it was back before in 2020, because Republicans, they're actually led by a bit. They were 31%. Democrats were 23%. But the independent vote share size is really high. And if Trump is winning independents nationally, it's very possible he wins New Hampshire by multiple points. if he's doing well with independents, there is actually a realistic possibility that New Hampshire could vote to the right of Michigan, especially with New Hampshire being anti-war, being anti-incumbent. It's very possible Harris could exacerbate those trends. And looking at a state like Maine at large right now, this one's iffy. I have it going to Harris in my average, but it's only by like 2 points. I mean, it could go either way. And Trump right now, in my thing right now, he's up by quite a bit too. I mean, in Nebraska's second, if he's winning the national popular vote by 2, he's got to be winning Nebraska's second, because that's a shift of about roughly, that's like a 6-point shift nationwide. And that was the margin in Nebraska's second. And it may trend to the left, but at the same time, they redrew the district to be more Republican friendly. So it may trend to the left, but since it was redrawn, that may cancel out any gains there. And it may be one of the closer races. Like, it's very possible that that's probably one of the tightest races with New Mexico and Virginia. Like, it's definitely possible. But right now, Trump is in the driver's seat to win the election. I don't care what Nate Silver tells you. I don't care what any of these people tell you. I don't care what G. Elliott Morris at 538 thinks. Donald Trump is in the lead right now. Their internal polling has her down by 1 in Michigan, which is literally my average, by the way. And he's up in Pennsylvania by 2, which is literally what I have right now. I have him up by 2.7%. Like, I literally have them up by the same margins that her internal polling has her up by, or has her down by, excuse me. They didn't even poll Wisconsin. Actually, no, they did poll it. It was tied. Rich Barris said it. It was tied. But no matter what, the Wisconsin polling errors are always going to be abysmal. So it's like, if she's down in Michigan and Pennsylvania in her own polling, there's no way she's winning Wisconsin or Georgia or North Carolina or Arizona or Nevada. The fact that she has to go to Georgia, either way, the fact she even has to go there is already a bad sign. Because realistically, if she was doing so great with young women turnout like Rufus and all these people claim, even though registrations already have been going down over the past few weeks in North Carolina, in Georgia, she's been going there a bunch. Trump's barely gone to Georgia. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is because Trump's internals probably look really good in Georgia. His internals in Georgia, to be honest with you, probably look like what I have, because the electorate in Georgia last cycle, I'll actually put it up here so we can see what it was. And what I'm weighing for this year, it's possible it's a redder electorate this year. And if it is, then that's going to be a problem for Harris, because if the electorate in Georgia is any redder than what I have it at right now, which I'm actually weighing for the same electorate as last time. I'm not even trying to weigh for a more Republican electorate. If I were to do that, Trump would be up by even more in the average. He'd actually be polling really close to 50%. And if he was up by even more than that, like if it was an R+6 electorate, Trump would be up in the state by he'd be at 50% and Harris would be at 43.5. So it's like, in either way, even if the electorate is tied, let's say the electorate's tied in Georgia, he still leads by a little over 2 points in the state. So even if the electorate's tied in Georgia, he would still be leading my adjusted party average by that much. Even if the electorate there is D+2, he's still up in my average by over a point. So the electorate in Georgia at this point in time would have to be super Democrat for Trump to probably even lose it right now, given all the polling data that we have. And based on all the numbers that we have, I mean, he would have to lose. He'd have to lose it pretty badly. Not lose it pretty badly, but the electorate there would have to be pretty blue for it to even go blue, according to my polling average. It would have to be pretty blue. Michigan is the only one that kind of concerns me, but he did gain today with the new Emerson poll that was just released. He did gain, but Harris did pick up 0.3%. So the average is plus 1.3 for Trump in Michigan. And in Pennsylvania, both candidates gained from the Emerson poll But Trump also gained, and he's at 48.1, Harris at 45.4, which is about, I think that's 2.3. But either way, he's still leading by over 2. There's a little bit more undecideds. You have Kennedy dropping almost like a full point. West and Stein are at an all-time low in the state. So, again, and looking at, we'll touch the Senate really quick before I end the stream. But even North Carolina, like Trump's leading that by over 5 points. Georgia, he's up by over 5. Arizona, he's actually up in Arizona right now. I'll tell you what it is. He's up in Arizona by roughly 7. He's up in Arizona by 7.1%, even more than Nevada now, which is really interesting. He's up there by even more than what he is in Nevada. Right now in Nevada, he's actually polling at his all-time high at 48.5, but Harris kind of gained with the new poll. She gained like a full point. So Trump's up by about 5.3% in Nevada right now in my average, but he's still winning the Sun Belt very easily. Like, I almost think that Donald Trump's going into the election with 268, because there's no way that if Trump is getting like 20-point gains with African Americans and Hispanics in the polling data, there's no way that Trump's going to be even really competitive in Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada. There's a reason why Trump's only gone to Georgia like twice and hasn't even really gone to North Carolina a lot. It's because their internals there are really good. Their internals there probably look really great. That's why Trump really hasn't hammered Arizona a lot either, because his internals probably look really good. Nevada, he's been trying to sprinkle in that one a little bit more because he hasn't won it yet. But he hasn't really been going to the Sun Belt that much. He's been to the Rust Belt a little bit more, even to like New Jersey and Minnesota. Like, he's been up there a little bit more, and Virginia. Like, he's been trying to go up there. I would advise the Trump campaign to go to New Mexico, because I sense that there's going to be a way closer race than expected there. And if you could get a rally going there, you may get some sort of turnout operation going, and that would be really good too. And I'm sure if you went to New Mexico, it would be awesome, because you could probably get a big crowd there. And if you were to go to New Mexico, I don't know who from the Trump campaign would probably be listening, but I would advise them to go to New Mexico, because I sense that the race is going to be way closer there. Trump is doing way better with Hispanics nationally, and my average has it within a point. Like, literally, it has it within a point. And that's with the polling data that has her up 8-11, because the polling data samples there are really bad. They're undersampling Democrats and Republicans and oversampling independents in New Mexico. So I personally have a feeling that it's gonna be a weird state. I think it's going to be a surprise state, and I think Virginia is going to be a surprise one right now too. Like, if they have a poll that has Trump up in Virginia, or even close in the samples, like really Democrat leaning, like, he's going to be leading my average pretty soon. This is not that different from the internal map that we got, by the way, from Biden. This is not that different. I just want to make this really clear. This is not that different, because Biden was down in Virginia and New Mexico by till margins, and Trump was even up in New Hampshire in the internals. Same thing in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Like, Trump was up in those states. He was up in Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, Nevada, and New Mexico and Virginia were tilt for Trump. Like, this is not that different from Biden's internals, by the way. I'm just letting you know. This isn't that different from the Biden internals we had not that long ago. So, again, I mean, it could be close, but based off of that interview, I'm expecting her to not perform well in the debate. I'm actually expecting her to do pretty bad. Like, I'd be surprised if she underperforms my expectations. If she underperforms my expectations, I don't even know what I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I would honestly be shocked if she underperformed my expectations. I really would. No, it's not good. It's, it's oh man. Look, and then this guy Rufus on Twitter is just annoying. She sucks, but it won't matter because her opponent is low IQ clone Trump. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, this is crazy. But either way, guys, like right now, this is my map for the election based off the polling averages that I have. When I do my official predictions, I may or may not change a state like New Hampshire. I'm a little bit iffy about that one. That one to me is a little bit eh. Mandorian for 5 says red wave incoming. I mean, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. But I do think I am going to end the stream now, guys. This was kind of a late night stream to kind of get the chat going. I know I hadn't streamed for 9 days, literally for 9 days. But I am planning on streaming tomorrow for a little bit longer. And we'll maybe go into more depth about this kind of stuff. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.